Some haunters transform their store-bought Halloween props into insane, scary makeovers. But in this video, we're taking these spooky Lowe's giant spiders and turning them kid-friendly and super cute. Now to me, these really look more futuristic than scary. They're like Tron spiders from The Grid. I think they're also a little overpriced in my opinion for just being static Halloween prop spiders with lights. We really like building our props from scratch, but we had a really short deadline this time. And these were a perfect starting point for us, so we bought 3 of them. Alright, so the first thing to do is to see what we have and get rid of what we don't need, like removing these Tron LED lighting. I noticed that there was only metal framing in the 4 outside legs, so that made the inside legs a little floppy. Another thing was, since all the legs were made the same, I noticed that the screw holes were showing from the front on one side, so that was something that we had to fill and patch up. But having these legs was much faster for us than making them from PVC pipe or pool noodles, because then we would have to texture them and hard coat them some way. Plus, we can still easily remove each one of these legs with one screw for storage. Now, we're not going to use the plastic abdomen portion of these Halloween decorations because we're going to make new custom shaped ones. But we do end up using these on another project that you guys are going to have to subscribe or stay tuned for if you're interested. Because we wanted to create a more kid-friendly, not so scary and realistic, but cartoony look, we popped out some of the small eyes to make room for his new big googly eyes. I used gaff tape stuck on the inside of the head, covering the eye holes so that I had a surface for the body filler to go up against. I sanded everything smooth, and then I used a Dremel to match the texture around the eyes. After I removed all the switches and the circuit board, I sanded and knocked down all the plastic pop-out parts so that it was more level with the fur texture. We had these leftover Christmas ornaments we used for the Poppy Playtime catnap eyes, which will also work perfect for these prop spiders. I attached them with spray foam, and then I used filler around the outside edges. And again, once the filler dries, what I do is I just lightly sand everything smooth, and then I use the Dremel to tie in all the little details and fur textures on the head. Okay, so here's the deal. We decided to make the spider abdomens in the shape of giant candy corn. Because who doesn't like candy corn? Besides, probably half the population. Candy corn! I've seen other DIYs use trash bags and chicken wire with cling wrap covered in expanding insulation foam. But we're just going to use blocks or sheets of foam glued together and then attached to the plastic spider using Great Stuff spray foam. The candy corns were a little bit too perfect looking for us, so we decided to add a little bit of an indentation to the sides just to give the spider body more detail. I always use straight edges or framing squares, sanding blocks, that kind of thing, just to give myself some kind of reference to get rid of any of the humps or dips and create a nice even edge. Next, we covered those foam candy corn spider butts with aluminum foil lightly coated with a spray adhesive. We apply the foil to protect the foam from the resin that we use with the fiberglass. This is the way we often hard coat our props so that they last, but you could always use any kind of epoxy or foam coat out there if you wanted to protect it somehow. After I sanded the candy corn smooth, we attached them to the spiders and covered the abdomens with gel coat. Gina used a white spray paint primer that sticks to plastic. So once everything is dry, we can then sand away any paintbrush strokes or places we missed, and now it's ready for paint. We decided to have a little fun with one of the candy corns by carving a bite taken out of it like he'd been chomped by another giant bug. We decided not to use the lower portion of the legs because we thought since he's a candy corn spider, he looks a little bit better being shorter. I don't know, maybe too much candy corn stunts your growth. Candy corn! Gina started taping off all the candy corn lines and then adding all the fun candy corn colors. We had talked about softening the edges of where they touch with like an airbrush or something, but after looking at it, we were like, yeah, it looks okay. So we just clear coated them and let it dry. Look at how cute these turned out. They're not scary at all. And each of them has different colored eyes. Once we got on location, we attached them to the top of the spider tunnels with pieces of wood and little angle brackets and rebar tie wire. We got a big old roll of beef netting, so we added that to the tunnel and then some more little candy corns. We noticed some of the little ones still thought there was a little spooky factor going on in the spider tunnel at night with all the lighting. Well, we know it's been a while since we posted any videos. I had to go find the microphone and dust it off. We always appreciate any feedback, and if you guys have a project or something you'd like us to help you on, send us a message or ask in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.